Hi guys, I'm back with a Christmas video for you. So I thought it would only be fitting to make some Christmas wax melt. So I'm going to show you how I do it. So today's video is going to be making gingerbread wax melt. So I'm just filling up my wax pot with my soy wax. So I make sure that I fill it right to the top because when it is melted it does actually only fill about half of the pan. This pot I actually got from Amazon. It's called a double boiler pan. I will try and link it below for you, but you just fill the little spout there with water so that it acts as a double boiler. So that's all melted now. And then next thing I do is just check that all my scales are working and get my moulds ready. So how cute are these little gingerbread moulds? Oh, they're so adorable. I just put in some biodegradable glitter. I will link that below as well. That is from a seller on eBay and I always get my glitter from there. Okay, so let's go through what we're going to need. We're going to need a set of scales. These are jewellery ones. They are really sensitive, so I find them better. That little white little pot is what I mix my fragrance oil in. I've got a jug, a ladle for the wax, a thermometer, a little spoon, and just a little pouring pan and my heat gun. So the next step for me to do is to weigh my fragrance oil. I always do this in grams, never do this in milliliters because some fragrance oils weigh more than others, so you need to do it in grams to make it very accurate. So I'm just weighing out 20 grams of sugar plum fragrance oil. The reason I'm doing 20 grams is because I'm doing 200 grams of wax, so I want 10% fragrance oil to my wax. So this is the mica powder I'm using. This is from Fizzy Whiz and it's their neon mica powder. I'm putting this one straight into my fragrance oil. The reason I'm doing this is because if I add it into the wax then it seems to clump up. I found that if I add it into the fragrance oil first then I can mix it right in and get all the lumps out, and then it's like a nice smooth colour. With the shimmer mica powder I can put that straight into the wax, but any of the neon or the bright coloured, flat coloured ones I like to put into the fragrance oil first. So here I'm just using my heat gun just to heat up my metal pan. The reason I'm doing this is because it's pretty cold today and I don't want to put the wax in and then it to set in the pan straight away and to cool down too quickly. This step isn't necessary, it's just quite helpful when you go to pop the wax in. So I'm just weighing out my wax and I need to weigh out 200 grams. If I was doing 100 grams of wax, I would use 10 grams of fragrance oil, but because I'm using 200 grams of wax, I've weighed out 20 grams of fragrance oil. That makes 10% oil to wax. I'm then using my thermometer to check the temperature of the wax and to keep an eye on the temperature of the wax. I'm just using this little thing to prop it up. But I want to start adding the fragrance oil at around 67 to 70 degrees. So it's just hit that, so I'm going to pop my fragrance oil in now and I'm just going to scrape it all out just so I get all that good stuff in there. We don't want to waste any of that beautiful fragrance and colour, so I try and get as much out as I can. So you want to give it a really good mix. I normally try and mix it for as long as I can, normally about 2 minutes, because the oil when you first put it in will be settled at the bottom. You want to combine the wax and the oil together. So once I've mixed that in, I'm just going to add some of my shimmer mica powder. This is in the colour Violet, and this is what gives it that dancing shimmer to the wax when it heats up in your wax burner. I check the temperature again, and when it's at around 57 degrees I then start to pour into the moulds. And then it's time to pour the wax into the moulds. You have to have quite a steady hand to do this. Sometimes you can overspill it or spill a little bit like I just did, but it's fine, it all works out in the end. I just want to make a point as well, you don't have to use the neon mica powder, you can just use that shimmer powder and it will still give you a beautiful colour. I just use the neon ones because I wanted a really bright purple, but you can skip that step, you don't need to do that, you can just add the shimmer. But I will let you watch me pour these into the mould because I find that really satisfying. So now is the time you have to be really patient and just give them a couple of hours to set. I like to leave them at least a couple of hours, sometimes I even leave them overnight. But look how cute these are, purple with gold glitter, they're so cute, and these are in the scent Sugar Plum. So yeah, try and wait a couple of hours before you pop them out. If you pop them out too soon, they'll end up breaking and it'll just be a big mess, so try and be patient. Okay, so now we're on to another fun bit. This is the packaging of my melts. Everybody has their own way of packaging, but I've just bought these little pink bags and I'm popping 3 gingerbread men into each bag and they fit perfectly. And this is really satisfying to do because they literally just squeeze in so nicely. I think the thing about standing out as a wax vendor, as there's so many people selling wax melts at the moment, is the way you package your melts. And obviously the quality of your melts, but the way you package them I think really attracts people in. I think that you should try and be quite unique with your packaging, because if you're copying everybody else you're not going to be different from everyone else. So try and come up with your own ideas for packaging, try not to just copy other people. So it actually got really dark, so I'm having to use my little spotlight thing, so sorry if it's a little bit dark, but this is the labelling part. So I print out my own labels. These are just my logo labels, so I'm popping that onto the front of all of the packets. Now this step is a little bit time consuming, but I do make all my bows myself. I just think it gives it that little extra love just to have a handmade bow on it. So I sit there and listen to some music or watch some YouTube videos and make a bunch of bows. I normally do this ahead of time when I'm just watching TV. I'll make like a ton of bows at a time so that they're ready, but I didn't have any ready at the moment, so I thought I'd show you on camera like how I make them here. If you do want a video of how I actually make these bows like close up, let me know and I will show you. I then trim off the little longer bits into a nice little shape, and because this is ribbon it will fray, so once I've cut off the ends I then just seal it with a little lighter, and if you literally just touch the lighter onto the end of the ribbon it seals it and it won't fray. I then just use these little glue dots. These are from the pound shop. You just get a whole roll of it for £1 and they're perfect to stick my little bows on the front. So this is how my packaging looks like from the front. How cute is it for Christmas? So all the fronts are done. I'm just going to turn them over and then just put the last finishing touch on, which is the CLP labels. This is a legal requirement for selling wax melts in the UK. So this has just got the scent name on it, so it's sugar plum, and then it's got all the ingredients listed on the back as well. And that is them complete. So how cute are these? I know it is very time consuming, but look how cute the outcome is at the end. I like to take just that little extra time to make it super special. So hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if there's any questions you have. Here is my website link, so if you want to go and check out some of my wax melts, then feel free to do that. And thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Thank you.